So first off, just welcome to the Wednesday night call. I thought Jamar is going to hop on really quick, but if he doesn't, we're kind of going to change the structure of the Wednesday night calls. So primarily the calls will be with me. Jamar is going to stick to his Monday night calls, and instead of it being for 2 hours, we're going to try to get everything done in about an hour. So I know a couple of people were saying the 2 hours was kind of long. It's hard to kind of keep your attention focused. So we're listening, and we're just gonna keep it pushing that way. So y'all stuck with me. Cool. All right, DeAndre said to make sure he wasn't not up. That was me playing music, bro. You good? All right, so cool. So I'm gonna start off just by going over a couple of quick news pieces that I've been looking into. So typically, when we have a lot of Bitcoin options expiring, we've typically had a lot of volatility in the market. So I just wanted to quickly share an article. There's about $510 million worth of Bitcoin options expiring this Friday. So I'm not sure, how that's exactly going to affect the market. I'm not going to sit here and try to predict up or down. I'm just going to trade what I see in that given moment, but definitely keep your eyes peeled because, typically, we've had a lot of volatility when we have these big option contracts expiring for the crypto side. All right. So just a quick announcement there. Just from a macroeconomic standpoint, we've had a lot of inflation data come out this week. So UK, for example, they're seeing the highest level of inflation in 4 decades at about 10.1%. So, it's not really looking good for, pretty much all the economies, not excluding the US. So I really love that DCG is, staying on top of all this knowledge. And we're also preparing by honing in our trading skills, whether that's outside businesses, just being in this circle is going to help us prepare a lot. Whereas I feel like the average person is going to kind of get, wrecked and, honestly blindsided by a lot of the things that I feel is coming in 2023. So me personally, I'm thinking, deep recession, crazy inflation, a lot of weird things I think can happen in 2023. But from a trading perspective, I like to trade Forex. So when I see articles like this, where the UK, aka the GBP or the euro, when they're experiencing record inflation, and we have the dollar, still moving up, which as you can see here, let me go to a smaller time frame like the hour. Zoom in a little bit. As you can see, the dollar is taking a breather, but it is still on a fairly nice uptrend. So it gives me confidence that I can continue shorting the euro dollar and the GBP dollar as the market kind of continues. So I think we're going to have these plays for the next couple months as the inflation continues to rocket for these particular countries. You have Italy reaching inflation highs for 37 years. So, a lot of people try to compare this to 2008, 2009, but, we're smashing the numbers that we saw back then. So, a lot of people are like, oh, it's not going to be as bad. It's not going to be as bad. I'm thinking the exact opposite. I think it's going to be far worse. I just think a lot of people are, either what is denial, ignorance, but, inflation is running rampant. And I just don't see a fairy tale ending to that in any form or fashion. So any of these companies, stuff like that, keep an eye out. Bank of America, they did kind of a analysis on the economy as far as the job market. And they're expecting kind of going into 2023 as well. The US economy may lose, up to 175,000 jobs per month. So if we do get to a point of that, I could see a lot of volatility coming into the market, which if you're a proficient trader, you welcome that. So, stay on top of this stuff, guys. Don't just kind of put a blind eye to it because, this can affect us. I know a lot of us are still working. And, God forbid, but if, we do have a bunch of layoffs coming, you want to make sure that you have a plan and you're not caught, kind of in a sitting duck position. So, definitely just wanted to share this and, just so everybody's aware. And then the last, as far as inflation news, Germany as well. So multiple big economies are seeing record inflation. So I'm gonna drop a couple of these articles in the chat just so we have them for the notes. Then I'm gonna continue on more so to the trading side. All right. Drop one more. All right, cool.
So Watcher Guru is more of your news source for the economy?
Yeah, I love Watcher Guru. It's pretty big news for the economy, but also just crypto in general. And actually, I was just about to give an example of a play that played out very nicely, just kind of using the heads up for from Watcher Guru. So, for example, Stephanie, October 13th, which was, let's see, last Thursday, Netflix is launching a $6.99 a month ad support subscription in November. So if you've been following the news with Netflix, they've lost, I think it was like a couple million subscribers over the past year.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was just due to the crazy price increases that we've seen from them over the past year. So for example, right now, and I think it still has ads, I'm paying like $20 a month for Netflix. So in my opinion, when I saw this news coming out that they're exploring to lower their monthly fee, especially right before earnings came out, which I think the earnings came out this morning or yesterday.
It's actually a new program they're adding, the ad subscription program. It's a new one in addition to
The 20. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. So, they're trying to counteract the negative impact and the negative news and perception that they've had. So, for example, if I just pull up their chart real quick, if we're looking on the hourly chart, the 13th was, right around this area. And as you can see, ever since the 13th, price of Netflix was at 220. Now we're all the way up to 279. So a lot of times just being in the know with the news, it can kind of give you a heads up to when volatility could come to a specific stock or a crypto or anything like that. So that's why I love Watcher Guru, because it has a lot of the important news and it's all in one space, where normally I was having to look at 3 or 4 sources to get news like this. But now Watcher Guru, they're pretty consistent. They pretty much tweet every day, and I only took a small piece of this, nothing major, because I didn't expect this huge gap up before earnings. But like I said, just being in the know, being aware, this easily could have been a play for a lot of us, not even just myself, but for a lot of us trading these markets. So definitely keep an eye on Watcher Guru. So yes, Stephanie, to answer your question, it's one of my favorite news sources. And they also have a website as well. If you go to their Twitter, and I'll drop it in a chat, they have a pretty clean website where they have all the news. They have DeFi charts as far as crypto, ETH merge tracker, all these good things that can really benefit your trading if you just kind of want to see a quick glance of some of the more important news and more relative news that's coming to the market. Because a lot of these sites, they just report anything, honestly, and sometimes it's just a bunch of filler. But Watcher Guru is pretty consistent on posting information you actually want to see. Just like the information about the economies, all that good stuff, all of that was from Watcher Guru. So definitely recommend you guys bookmark that site if you haven't.